Morning. Okay, this morning, let's take a look at Litecoin. It's 2:08 a.m., 21st Eastern Standard Time. And now the Litecoin news. As you can see, this morning around 1 o'clock, there was two trades for 1,498.91. They pushed the price down. I ran some numbers. I could tell you that the market maker was moving the price down, and now he's actually stabilized the price. I've been here for a little bit, and now you can see some green. How you people can trade on here and nobody notices this and starts complaining that on a daily basis this market maker refuses to go and buy coin over the counter. He'd rather come in the early morning and trigger you guys stop losses. He got you all. Because anybody that bought it wrong here and you put in the stop loss to protect your profits, he wiped out all the profits and he took all your coins in your stop loss. And now he's going to let it go back up. This is a criminal. This is no longer. I don't consider Coinbase an exchange. I consider it a criminal enterprise. They allow this. They know full well what their market maker's doing. Okay, the New York Department of Financial Services has brought that clearly in front of my face when I got a copy of that letter from Coinbase stating that their market makers posted 40 to 44 cents. Do any of these trades look 40 to 44 cents away? And then they say equidistance. The only time it's ever equidistance to keep a stabilized price is after he's done his dump, which is this. Then he switches his trades to be equidistance after he's triggered everybody's stop loss and gotten his coin that he needs for the liquidity for the next day, which is Sunday. He does this is why he does this early in the morning. He needs coin to keep the liquidity. Oh, let's go in and trigger the stop losses and rob everybody. This Coinbase, honestly, after the activity that's been brought to them, and I called them so many times, and you've seen all the letters and stuff, the email responses, the head investigator. I really dug into these people to get this to stop. They don't want to stop. They know there is criminal enterprises. I gave them proof. They know their market makers robbing everybody. They condone it. They hide it. They obscure it. They're involved. Coinbase is no longer an exchange. It's a criminal enterprise designed to take advantage of the clients. They basically lie on their user agreement. They deny arbitration. They tell you you can't sue us. You have to go through arbitration. Okay, I caught your market maker manipulating the market to financially damage me. Okay, let's go to arbitration. You get crickets. You guys are being duped. You're being robbed by this exchange. You can make money if you have patience, but it's very rare now. These guys, this market maker's got total control over the price, and he's only putting the prices in his best interest. He'll never let this coin over $100 because if it's above $100, with the amount of liquid capital he's got, liquidity capital, he can't maintain this $2 spread. I can tell you, or higher. That's what he likes underneath the $100. I keep telling you guys, he likes it between $90 and $100. That's where his liquidity capital produces that $2 spread that he's after, which means he's buying and selling the coin with the $2 spread from the high to the low price. So he makes $2 a coin that he rooks off you this morning. Now this will easily go back up nice and high, and then he'll dump the coin on top of you later when you think, oh, FOMO. This is a fucking game here. These guys just, again, they need to go to jail. There's too much ample evidence. I mean, how many times there's video you tell me, I want to speak to an officer. I want to speak to an officer. Again, who are you? Identify yourself. Are you an officer of the bank? No. Why am I talking to you? I'm reporting a crime. Your market maker's manipulating the market. He's wrecking everybody and myself included financially. Why won't an officer of the bank? I'm reporting, pick up the phone. There's a crime going on in the exchange. Emergency, emergency. It's all there. It's all there. There's absolute proof that their market maker is robbing the market because Coinbase gave it to me. They gave me the parameters that the market maker is supposed to be working in, that they think he's working in. They put all the legalese and think, oh, he's doing this and this and this is perfectly legal. Then you go to the reality world. You go on the exchange. You find his trades. He's doing everything but that. He's operating 180 degrees to what they say he's doing on the letter to the New York Department of Financial Services because he's robbing everybody. He's a criminal. I hope the CFT falls upon this exchange and tears it apart. The day that I get the call to go down and testify in Washington, D.C. I want to see Brian Armstrong face to face. And I want a lot of questions to be asked. I want to take these videos and play them for the jury. I really do. I really do. I will actually get a hard on when I'm doing that. And I hope they lock them up. They really deserve. This is tantamount to do what they're doing is no better than what BitConnect has done to other people. This market maker, they're low lives. They're low lives. Crypto is a good technology. It's just a barter script, and it's a barter script that you can keep on your cell phone. It's safer. You don't have to walk around with a bag of money to buy stuff. Plus, you're not subject, and the more you use it, the more its worth becomes. Okay, which should be in the currency. If it's more accepted and it has more value. If more people say the technology works good, I'm going to use it. Its value should go up. Okay, but these guys over here, they use that value as more and more people get interested in attempting to use it. Even now it's used for speculation. The more it gets picked up for speculation or to buy stuff or whatever, its value increases. And those that aren't used, obviously their value isn't as much as the one that people are using. This is a good technology. I'm coming from a banking background. Now, what if you want to go buy some diamonds? The days of taking a suitcase full of cash strapped to your arm will get your arm chopped off. But hey, the guy walking over there looks raggedy. He's carrying a cell phone. You go in, the guy accepts Bitcoin, you do the transaction. He has it set up that was immediately that the Bitcoin will get dumped to cover that transaction. It really doesn't affect the market like these market makers deliberately dumping. You got to realize that this coin has a finite limit. You're not going to get any more Bitcoin like Litecoin. You're not going to have any share dilutions, okay, of price. Whether the company decides to re-release 10 more million shares into the market to gain capital. That's it. That's it. It's a finite issue. Okay? You're not going to get any more. You're not going to be able to go in and find another gold vein or a silver vein, which dilutes the price of gold and silver. Okay? In the future, if somebody comes out with technology to extract gold from the seawater cheaply and make a profit, your gold price is going to go down, your silver price is going to go down. If they could find a source to get the rare earth minerals and not make them so rare before. There's tons of gold in the ocean, there's tons of silver. If somebody comes up with a way, which they will, holding on to gold and silver will be useless. Okay? This is a commodity which you can buy and sell with and store value. It's digitizing your money. Where this has come from, I know exactly where it came from. You got to remember the people in China when they would play a game for you for a price to get you your character up to a certain level. You would acquire all of these in-game tokens or cash. That's where the whole idea comes from, video games. I could trace its heritage. If you want to see where the idea for all of these tokens or coins come from, look at XP coin. When you used to play on a video game, they pay you an XP coin. This is where this whole thing comes. They took virtual reality games and they brought it into reality. It serves a purpose. How could somebody, a criminal on the street, rob virtual reality? Is he going to turn himself into a digits and code and steal them? Maybe a hacker could get to him. But the encryption is just get better and better. If you don't want nobody to rob you, you can turn off your phone. The only way they could steal your cryptos, if you have it on your phone, is that they got to rob your phone. Or if you lose your phone. But then you have the private keys. So if you lose your phone, you have it in where the phone erases. You have a program that'll erase everything on your phone if you lose it. If anybody turns it on, it powers it up, it automatically gets wiped. You can have that set up. Plus you have your authenticator keys on there. You can close those all down. Everything is protected. You get better yet, you can get a tracer. The idea of crypto is rock solid. As long as we have electronics, more and more electronics. Now your car has got electronics in it. Even a lawnmower has electronics in it. Your average lamp with a light dimmer has electronics in it. Transistors that control the dimmer switch and everything. Everything has electronics in it. The only way that we'll lose everything is if we go backwards. Okay? All of a sudden, we go back to the Stone Age. Then everything becomes worthless. The paper script and everything. You got paper script or electronic script. What has always worked better when we move paper to the electronic world? Spreadsheets are better than sitting there writing on the ledger. Okay? Banks use them every day. You're telling me if the banks have their own power sources and stuff, everything still moves. So we got to come out of using paper, which could be wrinkled, destroyed, or robbed very easily, to the electronic age. And our barter script is still done by paper? Nah, those days got to be over. So as you can see, this guy came in and raided you, and probably by this afternoon we'll be over 105, which would signify another breakout. I'd like to see 107. If I see 107, I know we're going in the right direction. But you can see when we rise up, the market maker comes in, does his liquidity shopping, I should call it, brings it down some, triggers stop losses, then it goes back up. He comes in, brings it down, then it goes back up. Brings it down. It's just going to go back up. But this one was extra vicious and done really early in the morning because he doesn't have no coin. He sold a lot during here. This market maker is still a crook no matter how you look at it. You give him a chance to prove themselves. You do the math. He's doing 180 degrees contrary to what he stated to a state organization that also holds their license. They just blatantly lied to the New York Department of Financial Services. This is what we do. Okay, let's check it. Well, this is not what's happening. So these guys are criminals, people. Just be aware. You're putting your money in the hands of criminals, and then you're expecting to make money. It's a very volatile mix. You're asking a lot of a criminal. You guys doing technical analysis? If you don't check my numbers and see what's going on here, I gained 25% more subscribers in 1 week. Sooner or later, my channel is going to bypass yours. I only had the channel, started using it for about a year, and I'm not really pushing it or promoting it. People are just stumbling across it because they want to know what's going on. Why are they always losing money? So they type in Litecoin manipulation, and I'm on the top of the list. Then they go in and they see, well, let's see the math. This guy's using math. Let me do the math. I can learn this myself. It's not hard. They do the math. You're right. Okay, where did you get the information that the market maker is the one putting up these trades? From the New York Department of Financial Services. I posted the letter up there. Everything that I've done, I have linked the proof. The proof. Technical analysis is a guesstimate. I'm not guessing. Okay, I have proof for every source of information I have proof. You guys that do TNA, you go look at the proof I provide, you go do the numbers. And then you tell me if your TNA is worth anything. I hate to say it, guys, but this crap has got to stop, man. You guys have no idea what's going on with this liquidity baron, the market maker, and what he's doing to you, how he's manipulating the market. This is something that the Rothschilds, how do you think the Rothschilds got so rich? By manipulating the markets? Have you guys ever picked up the financial history of some of these banks and what they've done, these people who provide finance, in this case liquidity, have done to markets? Do you realize that Rothschild sent an envoy during the Napoleonic Wars? When Napoleon actually lost, he sent a messenger to England saying Napoleon won, and they collapsed the stock market over there, and then he ran and bought everything up. That's exactly what these people are doing. They send false signals. It looks like the market's collapsing. They bring it down just barely below. Oh my God. And you panic and you sell all your stuff, and then he buys it up on the cheap, and then they release some good news. They let the price go up, and they sell it to other people, fear of missing out. They do this all the time. This thing isn't new. It's old. It's very old. All right, guys. Good luck on your trading. It seems beware of these technical analysis people, because if they're going in and not knowing, admitting that this exists, it's the blind leading the blind. Later.